representing Jerry Oske, and he's going against Mr. X. We're ready for it. Bell time, and that means action. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell, we're by himself today. His Davey will be back with us next week. Oske and Mr. X firing away here in championship wrestling. Plenty of it to go, and there's a move by Mr. X, which results in both of them being over in the ropes. A quick break. Out to the middle of the ring, a red-hot newcomer in Jerry Oske to this particular area, not newcomer to professional wrestling. Jerry wrestles out of Hartford, Connecticut. And how's that? Bang, right off the bat. He's fired in there. He started to get nailed with that ring turnbuckle as Mr. X went to pick it up. Jerry hoped he didn't hurt his back. He piled into it, and the turnbuckle snapped right off, so we're down to 2 ropes. This would be a great day for midget wrestling. The action continuing in there. Forget the top rope. Look at Oske up in the air. Drives him down. Very similar, the effect of the atomic knee drop. Oske drops across the throat, comes in with the big leg, picks him up, pounds a big body slam straight down, and with the elbow, Oske keeping that action really hot and heavy, goes in behind, reverse face lock as he chin locks him from behind with that arm, hanging it tight. And Oske, as we were saying, wrestling out of Hartford, has had an exceptional introduction into the area. He has really been hot, going against some tough competition and been victorious all through it. And Mr. X takes over in there as he pounds a right hand into Jerry Oske. Oske, with his head bounced down as he now moves out of the corner. Goes with a drop kick. Down goes Mr. X. We got a dandy of a show coming up, as this is one example of the excellent action that you're going to be seeing. Jerry Oske and Mr. X going for a little test of strength. You'll be seeing the Southern Heavyweight title holder, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. The Southern Tag Team Champions, the Fabulous Ones, will be in today. Yeah, we got a count of 1, but that's all as Mr. X comes out of it. Be taking a look at Bobby Colt, known as the International Playboy. Our first look at Bobby here on our championship wrestling. Constance and Ashley, a team that has not had an unblemished record, but I'll tell you, they have looked very good as they've been coming along in exceptional shape. Oske and Mr. X trading it out up there, and Oske going after him now, pounds down, a big elbow to the back, straight up in the air, puts Mr. X in there as he gets him on the head, power slams him down, hooks the leg, and that's going to be it. Oh, now, Jerry Oske, the winner. We've got lots more of it to come, and we'll be back to it in just a moment on this championship wrestling.
Over 200,000 people just like you have taken advantage of Champion TV's easy rent-to-own plan. Maybe because Champion gave away over $50,000 cash last year, plus thousands of dollars in merchandise. Maybe it's because Champion treats our customers right. Maybe it's because Champion has top-quality products that you can rent-to-own hassle-free. This year, we'll be giving away even more money. Call Champion now and find out how you can be a part of winning the Champion way. Champion makes it easy to own.
From the ceiling to the floor, from wall to wall, for any kind of fix-it-up, big or small, you always find more and you always pay less at Home Crafters Warehouse. Fix it up, you can do it. You'll see there's nothing to it. We can help you do it right and guarantee the lowest price. Anything that can be found, rooftop or to the ground, inside, outside, and all around. Home Crafters Warehouse. You always find more and always pay less.
Guaranteed.
Today's car engines work harder than ever. For the protection you need, look to the quality motor oils from Exxon. Protection against intense engine heat. Protection against punishing cold. Protection against grinding friction. For the protection that's just right for your car, look to the quality motor oils from Exxon. Quality you can count on.
It might be news that over $1 million will be won Saturday, and you've got 24 shots at some of it. For something new to do, bet on us, Southland.
Southern heavyweight champion, and there ain't no problem right now. You understand that? I can take anybody in the world.
Crying out
Southern
loud.
heavyweight champion.
I know you're the Southern heavyweight champion.
Goodbye, baby.
Boy, I tell you, you really got this guy. I don't know what he's spinning.
I'm very calm, I'm very cool, I'm very collected today because I'm very proud because of this man. He's my champion. He always will be my champion. You know, the legends of the past are gone, as we all know. And I'm talking about Jerry the King Lawler. I'm talking about, what's the other guy's name? The cowboy from the pig farm in Texas, Dutch Mantel. He's gone. And now we move on to other things. And by other things, I'm talking about competition. There's no competition. That's it. There's just no competition. What we want are the world's greatest international stars. We want anybody, any wrestler, anytime, anywhere, any place, and we will destroy them because you know that Randy Macho Man, my man, Savage, is absolutely the world's most phenomenal wrestler. I've been to Hollywood this week. I've been discussing motion picture deals with Randy Savage. A lot of producers are interested in him since he won that championship. And I'll tell you something, quite frankly, Randy is so busy in the wrestling ring and has so many contracts. And I've got so many opponents that I have to mull over who should Randy wrestle. And I'll tell you, quite frankly, wrestling fans, I might take Randy and we might go around the world on a tour. You'll never even see Randy again. But right now, I want the competition. There is no competition. I want the world's greatest wrestlers to come here and say, Mr. Newman, we want to wrestle your champion, the greatest champion in the world. I've got stepping stones that I've got to face, you see, with Randy Savage. And those stepping stones, we are going to develop.
Okay, let's go to the ring up there. Out the top rope, we're in action. As going is David Haskins and the Macho Man. They've already started without benefit of the bell. The referee trying to back Savage up, and he's just persistent in going at it. Goes right after Haskins out on the floor. Picks him up. This is David Haskins. Good young wrestler who just took a heck of a knee from the Macho Man. Pounded into him. Savage slings him back inside the ring. And he is really staying on him. Haskins has never been able to make a move. There's a drop. He wouldn't go ahead and take the pin. Savage on the rope. The second rope is now the top rope because just as we opened it up, and that's one nifty thing about live and direct television. What you see is what you get. It busted loose, and we're still trying to get that turnbuckle. Savage flying off, gets a 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be it. Took him very little time to be able to take the measure of David Haskins. We were over there chinning with Tux Newman, who was telling us all what a great, great athlete and charming person and what a movie star he could be. I can see him starring in The Creature from the Black Lagoon or something like that. Savage continuing to heap abuse down on top of David Haskins. And the result is that the Macho Man gets a circle and a win beside his name. Okay, Randy. Southern Heavyweight Champion. Boy, I'll tell you what, I think that strap turned out to be one weight too many that he's lifting because I believe that it took his brain right out with it. So the Macho Man comes out victorious as he gets the 1, 2, 3. He had one other chance to do it, and he elected to add a little more punishment to it. Savage, without a question of a doubt, is some kind of a tough individual, but looking back over the series of events that have taken place since Tux Newman has been involved in the career of Macho Man Randy Savage, his battle with Jerry Lawler was one that ended up with Lawler, of course, being out of action. And I know that some of you saw that action as when he and Savage were tangling, Savage went to a pile driver. Let's take a look at the tape, I hope. I got it. The referee at this point, and here's Lawler being slammed. Now, Savage had the Southern heavyweight belt wrapped around that big iron plate that he pile drive Lawler on. Lawler, they took a protective collar and put it around his neck and took him away to the hospital for checks. Thank goodness there wasn't anything of a major circumstance, that is to say a broken neck or something. It was bad enough with it being jammed, and Jerry was told not to wrestle, to get away from his regular activities and rest, and that's what he has been doing. Thank goodness he has the wisdom to do that, because sometimes he hasn't had and been back in there too quick. He can't wait to get back in the ring now, I can tell you. Following that event is just one thing. We had somebody who was just an interesting guest. We always like to talk to interesting people about wrestling. He hardly got into it. We were talking with Suzuki, and Jimmy was here, Jimmy being a photographer. We were talking with him, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the conversation, out comes the team of Newman and Savage, and they jumped Suzuki, and they piled around, beat him, and it ended up with us being very embarrassed, and that was the circumstances there. Savage and Newman obviously have been a pain. We'll take time out, and we're going to be back in a moment.
Have fun buying Jolly Royal's rainbow of furniture value. For the next few days, you can feel good all over finding your pot of gold with this 4-piece country in-bedroom collection in spice pine finish. Look, 8-drawer dresser with shelf curio mirror, queen-size headboard and frame, and the 5-drawer chest. All wood. Not the $700 you'd expect to pay, but Jolly Royal's rainbow price of only $399. 2-door bedside chest, $49.95 additional at Royal discount. Free delivery, free layaway, and we carry our own account.
Right now at Kmart, our Glidden spread satin is on sale for just $7.99 a gallon.
The important thing is, you could win one of 10 Jeep CJs.
Glidden spread latex enamel is only $10.97.
Of course, there's no purchase necessary to win the Jeep.
At these prices, we're practically giving away Glidden.
We are giving away Jeeps.
Good point.
You can't do better than Kmart.
Burger King would like you to take the quarter-pound quiz. Ready? Who has the quarter-pound double burger topped with hot melted Swiss and the tender sliced mushrooms you crave? The quarter-pound double cheeseburger smothered in pizza sauce and the melted mozzarella you long for? And the double cheeseburger with taco sauce and jalapeno cheese, all for a limited time only. Excellent. Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
The Bull has more taste than beer.
No one does it like the Bull.
Okay, we are right now. Holly, can I get somebody to do this for me? This number right there, bottom. Okay? Thank you. Coming up in action down at the Mid-South Coliseum on Monday night, bell time 8 o'clock. Boy, we have got a dandy of a match. I got to tell you, for a living fact, it is going to be kind of I say a match of a card. I'm interested in the entire card, which consists of 7 big bouts. But what I really want to tell you about are some of the later bouts in there. Regular prices are in effect. General admission, of course, will still accept the children 10 and under to general admission for just $1. You can get the tickets at the Coliseum box office whenever they're open. Of course, you can do that today up until 5 o'clock. In addition to that, you can get it at any of the Ticketmaster locations, and that's in the event that it's a little closer and may save you a whole bunch of gas money and that sort of thing. Opening bout is going to be Billy Travis going against David Haskins. Then it's going to be Brad Batten facing the international playboy that we'll be seeing a little bit later today, Bobby Colt. Mark Batten will be in a single match against Lanny Poffo. Then a tag match, and a dandy, too. The first one, it'll be Constance and Ashley. As we told you, we'll see them later today, too. They are on a roll and going against Mr. Wrestling and J.R. Hogg. Jerry Oske, who looked very good in the opening bout today, came up with a opening match, and then Iron Mike Sharp will, in fact, be his opponent, and that is going to be a real test for Jerry Oske. Following that will be one of the more interesting single matches we've had booked in quite some time. The Macho Man Randy Savage, who is looking for competition, will be going against Nick Bockwinkel. Need I say more? Here's an international star. They want to find out the quality of Macho Man's charge for whatever crown or whatever he's charging for. Bockwinkel is a dandy, brother. And Nick, while we've got a lot of reservations about some of the things that he's done, this is the time to pull out all the stops. Bockwinkel and Savage. Then, a big Southern Tag Championship match. And this was inevitable, I got to tell you. As hot as the PYT has been since their return, they have not lost a match. And we are, in fact, going to see them carrying the challenge to the fabulous ones, Stan and Steve, in action for that Southern Tag title. So there it is, the Fabs, the PYT, in that final match, Bockwinkel and Savage. Oske will be going against Sharp for their outstanding matches. Man, it is a dandy of a night of action. Monday, April the 15th, down at the Coliseum with regular prices in effect. If we had any success in getting hold of Nick as yet, no, not yet. Okay, well, we may put that off. I don't have my format right handy, so we may put that off until we do it. Okay, let's take a break. We'll see if we can get Nick on the phone, and we'll be back in just a moment.
It's easy to offer the lowest prices if you don't have to prove it. Central prices are the lowest. Nobody but nobody can beat our rate. We're on a new Whirlpool appliance, RCA TVs, VCRs at rates you won't believe. The best rental deals in town on RCA and Whirlpool. Shop around. Get a price, then come and make me beat it. Over 20,000 satisfied Memphians have found the best deal at Central. I personally guarantee it.
Central, we make living easy.
There are trucks you'd love to own and trucks you can afford. But when you're talking Chevy, they're one and the same. Starting at $73.97, Chevy C10, the best-selling full-size pickup in Memphis. And starting at $59.90, the Chevy S10, with more horsepower than Nissan, with the V6, twice the pulling power of the import, and 1,000 pounds more than Ford Ranger. C10 and S10 at your Memphis area Chevy dealer. Isn't it great to love a truck you can afford?
Don't take it out on your battery. Tune up for fast starts at Expert Tune. Your engine is computer analyzed and expertly tuned by certified mechanics you can talk to. A 30-minute guaranteed tune-up at Expert Tune costs less than the new battery. Expert Tune. For starters.
I hate California. You know what I'm saying? It's like, have a nice day, surf's up. I mean, their idea of culture is yogurt. Formal dinner party means you wear socks. Blondes everywhere, pink tofu, excuse me, soy burgers. I really hate it. I even hate what they drink.
What do you have, buddy?
One of those.
California Cooler. One more reason to hate California.
Fine, Nick. If I didn't break your ear dropping the phone right there. We have a gentleman whose name I know is absolutely familiar to every wrestling fan around the world, which, of course, includes the great wrestling capital right here. Nick Bockwinkel is on the phone with us, and we just got through talking about a minute ago the fact that you are booked in here against Randy Macho Man Savage, Nick, and I felt this was such an attraction, such an interesting pairing. I want to get your reaction to it, please.
Well, it's simple. I have always been a professional in every aspect, regardless of who my opponent has been. And I can see where the friend Hugg is trying to very best to make a name himself, make Mr. Savage, and of course, like make him against tough stage and use me if could in any way, shape, or form. I like optimistic people. That means they're willing to on a challenge. And I can only say this, taking me on, those people who have seen past know that the bits of hell that I've gone through, but smaller, how badly I have given the beatings to people as well as had to have taken them and have survived. So that, Mr. Savage, I want you to know something. You may just have something backfire on you so terribly bad, because I've never given anything less than 110%. I stepped in that ring. The opponent I've had knows this, and you are going to find that out. Now
Okay, Nick, we're having a little trouble with the communication. I got a good part of it. Was it that difficult to understand? Yeah, it just kept coming and going on us for some reason, but I understood the situation that you are indeed ready for Savage. We will be looking forward to the action coming up Monday night, and this may be one of the few times where I will be saying good luck, Nick Bockwinkel, here in Memphis. Thank you very much for talking with us on this occasion, Nick.
I just want you to know one thing. I've never let the people down in the past, and I shall not this time either.
Okay, here he is, the great star, Nick Bockwinkel. We'll be seeing him Monday night in action right here. Okay, what do we got coming up? By golly, we've had a few things. We got the rope back on the ring. That's the major news that we had. I also wanted to review for you, as we were in the process and unable to get a tape up at that particular time, the fact that Savage, and boy, I'll tell you what, if Newman thinks I've forgotten this, he's got another thing coming, because it is a long way from being forgotten. The fact that I had a guest out here, Jimmy Suzuki, who is a photographer for the Japanese press and is around a lot of American arenas, as of course obviously covering the Japanese arenas too. We were talking about Lawler's visit to Japan, and he was just telling us what a sensation Lawler was. Here comes Newman and Savage out, and in the middle of what was, I felt, an interesting conversation with somebody who has been around wrestling. Poor Jimmy is standing there. He doesn't really understand everything that's happening, and he just said, hey, I'm going to leave. And we said, no, we want you to stay right here. I wish I hadn't have said that now, because you can see Newman ranting and raving and just raising all kind of Cain as they came out there, and he is still talking. We're trying to get rid of them. We were just looking at some pictures from the magazine, and Jimmy was telling us about the reaction the Japanese people had to the very first visit from the king over to Japan. And Macho Man Randy Savage is taking exception to the fact that Suzuki said what a great attraction Lawler was over there, And Savage, having never been there, and look at that. He grabs, now here's Jimmy, with all due respect, maybe goes 135 pounds. He's an excellent professional photographer. A wrestler he's not. And Newman is standing there interrupting any kind of efforts to try to get that animal act that Savage pulled on Suzuki. He busted his head open, blood running down in his eyes. He turns around and kicks him, and there's Newman. Now, come on. I don't have to cut
What's
the tape
matter with you?
Don't give me
Don't you realize I got lawyers? I told you before. You'll
Listen,
never work in TV again.
You're the one.
Nobody should be seeing that tape. You saw a tape of Lawler.
You
saw a tape of this Chinaman laying here. He got what he deserved. He didn't belong here. You don't belong here. No, you don't belong here. You have no business showing any of that stuff. And I tell you, if you ever do that again, you're going to be sick. I mean it. You just did it.
Is the mic okay? Okay. Boy, I tell you, I mean, guys, you run across some strange ones, but idiots like that, I just, I got to tell you, Newman is, thank you for coming out.
You're welcome, Lance. I don't know what to think about this guy. Tux Newman's got these guys going crazy in here.
Really? I got to tell you, you look around and you see guys like the PYT are out here. Every time they go in there, they're trying to put that brain buster and bust somebody's neck up like that. I said a little earlier, you guys aren't, your record isn't unblemished, but I have never seen a team that's come along and impressed people more. And all I can do is wish you the very best of continued success.
Lance, thank you very much. We know there's a lot of good competition in this area and a lot more coming in. And I think it's going to take everything that Tim and I have got, and we've been training harder. We've been in the gym working out, and we're going to start giving a little more than we're taking.
That's the kind of talk I like to hear, particularly when you go against some of these guys that Newman's got anything to do with. Okay, Steve and Tim, thank you very much, and good luck to you in there. We're going to see you in the ring right now as you're going in this action against J.R. Hogg, and referee Jerry Calhoun climbs into the ring, and we will be ready for Constance and Ashley to get underway right now. Okay, Jerry Gorman. Constance starting off. Steve Constance going against Big J.R. Hogg. Tim Ashley, Steve Constance, a couple of very, very strong young men who've been dedicated to the professional wrestling business since they got into it. You obviously can tell they've spent their time prior to that in the gym developing the body and the strength and the coordination that's allowed them to make a rather surprising start in professional wrestling, I think. Just bear in mind, these young guys have been in the ring, maybe 6 months, something like that. And it's just unreal how far they've come along. J.R. Hogg, very big dude. Son of Gun's he's got the scales beat at over 300 pounds, goes with the outside toe hold, steps over now on the toe hold. I can't tell whether, he went back inside with it. And Tim Ashley hollering at his partner as Steve is down, not quite close enough to make a tag. JR trying to work his way to the corner and get a tag out, but Steve Constance, who's been doing very well with him, pulls him back, turns it over to Tim Ashley, and another of the Louisville duo slips in there. And let me tell you, when you go from one to the other, strength-wise, you can't hardly tell a nickel's worth of difference between them. They can both put it on you and put it on you in a convincing way. The tag took place. Steve Constance comes back. Dumps JR down. And JR, a very smart move. He grabs for the rope, goes under it, and the referee's telling Steve, back it up. He's got a clean break coming, and he got the break. Big JR Hogg, a little taken back at the fact that some guys that he outweighs considerably have not treated him with the greatest respect. Slips up and hooks a good one on Steve Constance. Standing with that pounding arm, comes down on the back of the neck. Steve Constance slammed in. Tags Jerry Garman as he comes in to go in with Constance. This is a one-fall, 10-minute time limit bout. Steve Constance, Tim Ashley. Whoa! Boy, tell me how tough he was. Gets over and nails. Hogg, count of 1, 2, 3. Come up with a dandy. End up with a victory in there. Steve Constance, Tim Ashley, the victors in the match. We'll take time out and be back in just a minute.
Aqua Sleep World Superstore second store is here at Mendenhall Square next to Chevy's, and you're the one that's going to benefit. Aqua Sleep World is offering fabulous savings, like on the Heritage, probably the finest value at Aqua Sleep World, featuring sculptured shelves, wood frame mirror, and optional decorator footboard. With a 3-foot-tall headboard, the Heritage is a lot of bed for the money, only $2.99. Now, 2 convenient locations, Summer Avenue and Mendenhall Square next to Chevy's.
A girl I love thee, it is all symmetry. It's a lift, it's the way it should be. A kiss, a glance, it is hot, it is cool. A smile, a change, it's breaking the rules. It's just how you feel, you know, for real. Yeah, it's a hit, it's a cause. Coca be it, Coca-Cola is it. We are jamming, jamming, crank up the jam. Come on and crank it up. Oh, we are jamming to the music, and the music makes me happy. You got to crank it up. It's K97. Yeah, the music makes you move when we are jamming. Yeah, we are jamming, jamming. Yeah, K97.
Why pay new car prices when you can buy these cars at low, low prices? Liberty Chrysler Plymouth has made a special purchase of cars from Avis, Hertz, Budget, and other great rental car companies. Save big on carefully selected rental cars. Only the finest cars were purchased to ensure you great value. Many are still under warranty and have less than 5,000 miles. Save big on the best of Budget, Avis, Hertz, and other great rental car companies at Liberty Chrysler Plymouth, 2580 Mount Moriah.
Time to time, we have the opportunity. We always like to introduce new wrestlers in our area to their championship wrestling fans. And right here standing with us from Las Vegas, Nevada, a guy that we've heard a lot about, but we've not seen him in action. The International Playboy, he is called. His name, Bobby Colt. Bobby, welcome to Championship Wrestling.
First of all, let me tell you people, I am the International Playboy of Professional Wrestling. I'm here for competition. You got the fabulous ones here. You've got the so-called king, Jerry Lawler, who's pretending he has the throne. You got a lot of tough competition. But, baby, it isn't as tough as the Playboy. I'm here. I'm going to go to the top, whether you like it or anybody else, baby. I'm here to stay.
I don't put a man down for wanting to get to the top, but let me tell you, there's a lot of hot bodies there that are pretty strong. They're going to try to keep you from doing exactly that.
Yeah, let me tell you something. All they are to be is stepping stones, brother. That's all they are, just going to step over each one of them to the top.
Okay, Bobby, we'll see you in action right now. That's the International Playboy, Bobby Colt, out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We're ready to go in a one-fall, 10-minute time limit bout from Memphis, Tennessee. His opponent today will be Jamison. And making his first appearance on Championship Wrestling out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the international playboy, Bobby Colt. There's Colt. We're ready to go with referee Jerry Calhoun. Robes coming off. Jamison, the opposition today, and Jim, a good, sturdy, tough workhorse. You give them all a challenge. As Colt snaps Jamison in the air and body slams him hard, center of the ring. Right down on top, it looked like with a double chop right at the throat. The referee telling him to get out of the hair. He goes with a forearm, absolutely legal, as he nailed him there. And Colt, good height on him, good weight also. Colt, knee to the midsection, and Jamison wrenched again on the turnbuckle. As Colt now drops down, inner thigh, pounds the elbow in, and Jamison not faring well. Bobby Colt's first count, a 1 count. Jim popped that right shoulder up in the air. Kneels down, pulls that toe up and in. So he's got it barred and barred, but good, that leg right at the knee. Stands up on it and springs the leg. And Jamison has had a series of moments back-to-back here where that leg has taken pretty severe pounding from Bobby Colt. Colt, with things going his way, voices, "I love this." You can imagine. What I want to see is when a little adversity comes along, Bobby. That's the test of a true champion and man. Jamison down, undergoing that adversity by large measures now, as Colt stepped on the ankle and jumped right down on the inner thigh with the other foot. Colt backs him up to the top turnbuckle and slashes him with a forearm, but it's all on the ropes. And a reversal, so Jim gets a move and then is kicked right off his feet by a clothesline. Colt did make a good move there. He was whipped in on a reversal of the turnbuckles. He reacted so quick, he came right out of there, and with a power slam takes Jamison down. We'll see whether he's... No, he wasn't going for a pin. It's spinning leg lock, goes for the figure 4, becoming very popular in the last couple of years, no question about it. And the bell is sounded. That means that Colt, by a submission, is going to win in 2 minutes and 49 seconds over Jim Jamison. The winner, Bobby Colt. Dropped down on him hard, spun it into a figure 4 leg lock. Got a submission in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. And the winner, Bobby Colt. We've got additional action coming up in the form of another bout, and why don't we run right straight into that, as a matter of fact, as we've got Lanny Poffo heading to the ring, and his competition from Springfield, Tennessee, jumping through the ropes, is Tracy Smothers, and doggone if the top rope didn't break again. Just snapped loose, and we're going to have to go with 2 ropes. I tell you, we've had our days, but this has got to be as bad a one as we've had in terms of ropes and things. So, pulling that top rope out of the way, the guys are going to have to be exceptionally careful, because this is one place where you could be thrown over the top rope and it wouldn't be nearly as bad. Lanny,
I don't know if I can wrestle with such shoddy equipment.
Hey, Lanny, this is what we've got available, and I think the referee will start.
I'm a professional.
I understand. Well, we apologize for the breaking of... Okay, here we go. We're ready for it. Bell time. 1 fall, 10 minutes in time. Tracy Smothers. Here's another gentleman who has got a young fellow who's got very good height on him, good physical aspects of wrestling going. But look at Lanny Poffo. He pulled him back off. Tracy wanted to tangle with him right away, and Poffo, with some of that gymnastics early, does that back handspring, comes out of it, moves right in on top, rolls him over, hooks the arm, takes him into a pin position, and almost had him. Got to give the devil his due. Lanny Poffo, a very, very exciting guy to watch in the ring. Comes out, shake hands. Now, this is the Macho Man's brother. I got to say, whatever the wind is blowing Macho Man, there, too, you will find brother Lanny Poffo on the fact that blood being thicker than water. Well, friend, he is as much different in him. He loves to spout poetry. He also obviously loves to nail guy with elbows, as he just crucified Tracy Smothers with a couple. And Tracy taking a shot to the midsection, the referee backing him up. He really blasted him right off his feet as he could have. He was hung in on the ropes, and now in the turnbuckle, Lanny Poffo getting vicious on Tracy Smothers, goes for a chokehold. And Tracy trying to fight his way out of the corner. Nails Poffo with a good one. Caught him with a halfway uppercut forearm. Executed the slam good. Followed with a good drop kick. And Poffo walks out of the ring down on the floor. And Tracy Smothers, nice comeback as he has got Poffo taking the count on the floor. Count of 6, and back to the ring. As he climbs in, he's at the count of 9, and Poffo breaks the count right there. Tracy Smothers facing him straight on, not exactly sure what move to make. He had him going, but see while he's standing there, and Lanny got his direction looking somewhere else, and boy, he nailed him. Good night. He is killing Smothers with those big upper elbows. He is just banging him. That one was a fist. No upper arm there. He just rung his bell and rung it hard. Big drop kick. Lanny Poffo looking very impressive against Tracy Smothers. Slams into him, continues to use the elbow on Smothers. Back in the corner. Referee trying to get him out. He finally snap rolls Smothers out, count of 1, but Tracy not ready to cash it in. He ends up kicking out of it. But Lanny Poffo right back in with a front chancery on him. He's got that face lock hooked straight away on him. Tracy wrestling with a broken finger, as his index finger is damaged in a previous bout. That isn't all that's being damaged here. Boy, he is really taking some snaps from Lanny Poffo. In the air, and a slam as Poffo does that complete flip in the air right down on top of Tracy Smothers. He had him in a position for a pin. This time he bombards him again, comes up, and for a second time, he goes to the rope, does a backflip, hooks him, 2, 3, and that's it. Lanny Poffo going with an exceptional move and several gymnastic events that only Poffo we have seen can do. Look at that backflip, and he lands right smack dab across Tracy Smothers, hooks the leg up, puts him in a pin position. The winner, Lanny Poffo.
New Southern Fried Catfish. It's farm-raised and grain-fed.
Hey, if I played in front of a screaming crowd, then I could see you wanted some expensive name-brand shoes, but why should I pay those superstar prices?
I went to Payless, got these great-looking athletic shoes. They're real leather, and they've got all the right moves. Yeah. Well, I do have a few fans.
Right now, save on these men's leather court shoes. On sale for just $15. Payless Shoe Source. You could pay more, but why? CMC's fabulous 5 to 10 and 10 to 5 store-wide sale is back.
So we're marking down our everyday low prices even further on car stereos, receivers, turntables, video recorders, and more.
From 5 to 10 p.m. on Friday and from 10 to 5 on Saturday, you'll find spectacular discounts on over 1,200 stereo and video products.
But remember, these special discounts end this Saturday at 5 p.m.
CMC's 5 to 10 and 10 to 5 store-wide sale. Don't miss it.
I don't know, Grace.
Come on, Adam.
I can't.
It's easy.
I've never ridden one.
It's quick.
I've never ridden anything. Ever.
It's fun.
I don't even drive.
Honda scooters. They're everything but ordinary.
It's sexy.
I'll take it.
Standing here with the big Canadian, Iron Mike Sharp, and you could tell by, if you heard any of it, the reception. I think some of the people resent some of your tactics, and regardless of what you say about
I'm not going to get into that. That's not what I'm here to talk about. You know, I'm getting a little tired about this. You know, why haven't you given me interviews before? I deserve some recognition. Everybody knows that. They just have to see me in the ring, and they know that I'm a great wrestler. They know I'm one of the best. You know, I've held championships in 6 different countries, numerous states, too many to mention. And I know there's a lot of competition here in Tennessee. There's a lot of good wrestlers. But I'm the best, and I'm out to prove it. And there's one particular thorn in my side. I've heard through the grapevine, there's a young punk going around saying all sorts of things behind my back. He won't say it to my face. He won't dare say it to my face. And that individual is Jerry Oske. Mr. Jerry Oske, I have heard the things you have said about me, about you don't think that I'm not that strong and I'm not that tough, and you believe you can handle me. Well, I'll guarantee you something, Mr. Oske. When I get you in the ring, matter of fact, I wish I had him in the ring right now. I'd show him right here in front of all the people, right out in television land. Not just a few hundred, tens of thousands of people would see. And if he had the guts to get out here and face me, I'd show him right now.
Here he is, right here.
I am right now. Let's get in the ring right now.
Good night. Oske comes over and picks Sharp up, carries him to the ring, throws him in the ring. Now, Sharp goes better than 270 pounds, and he just glommed Oske with that brace on his arm, and I mean wrapped him upside the head, and Jerry went down. Oske came over, said, Sharp, you want to get it on? Do it. Sharp takes a swing at him. He goes under, scoops him up, and carries this big guy right over to the ring, throws him in, and Sharp loads up that arm brace of his and slams him right upside the head. Boy, oh boy, I will tell you one thing. Sharp can say all of the medical benefits that he derives from that brace being on his arm. You can see Sharp now. Here comes Oske saying, hey, don't wait. Let's get it on. Sharp goes for him. He comes underneath, picks him right up in the air, totes him to the ring, got him over there, and when he did, Sharp had an opportunity to get that brace fixed, and he glommed him hard right upside the head. We're about ready to go with the action in the ring. We're just going to pick up another bout. That bout that was scheduled between Sharp and Garmin is canceled, obviously. Sharp took off and got out of here in a hurry. Let's introduce the opposing teams today on what would be an opportunity for them. The team of Speedy Talltrees and Billy Travis will be going against the PYT. Pretty young things, Norvell, Austin, Koko, Ware. And boy, I'll tell you what, a tremendous clap of thunder these guys have made since they've come back into the area. One of the most devastating legal maneuvers we've ever seen the brain buster. Look at Koko right away. Jumps on, slams from a position of not being ready. Norvell grabs Billy Travis. Speedy Talltree's grabbed by Koko Ware. Travis dumped outside. There's the big elbow. Tag on Norvell. And the team of Austin and Ware ginning it up. Chuck Newman sitting there like a big smiling cat. Have to start calling him Garfield. As his two guys jumped Talltrees and Travis. They were favored before they ever got in here, but they used that situation right away, and what a super big high kick from Koko Ware. Talltrees whipped into the belt, the rope, and a double elbow puts him down on the deck. Look at that vicious knee from Norvell Austin. Koko hollering, give us some new meat. If you'd obey the rules and had to jump these guys before anybody was ready, everybody might have a little better opportunity to go against you. Yeah, they're in shape. I still point out they jumped them before the bell ever sounded, Chuck. All right. I'm going to get in another argument with you. You bring that gorilla savage out here again. Speedy Talltrees dumped down hard. Norvell Austin kind of slowly sashaying over and puts the boot right to Speedy's side of his head. Travis in there, and he's ready to help his partner out if they can get a tag and Speedy can get to the corner. Koko takes a couple of shots. Talltrees rushes him back into the corner, makes a whip across the ring as he comes in after him. Koko is long gone. Whoa. Boy, there's one he'll remember when he gets up tomorrow morning. Big elbow slamming Speedy Talltrees at 2 minutes and 10 seconds past. Talltrees now in against Norvell. And Norvell put down with a shoulder. Speedy should have made, I think, an effort to get over and tag Bill Travis because Billy was fresh and waiting out there. He got caught in that quick attack before the bell, but he's been on the outside of the ring since that moment. Talltrees firing back with a couple of right hands. Koko caught with a flying press. One. Scared him. Aha. 1.5. Talltrees almost got one on him. Caught him with a very unexpected flying press. Now a double team as Austin and Ware change position. Referee Jerry Calhoun moving in to tell Austin, watch the fist. Talltrees, small packages in, takes him down. Koko Ware comes in to interrupt the referee while the count was underway. Tag on Koko. Again from behind, and Talltrees now really has taken too much. Boy, they have just bashed and beat him around. If he gets a chance, he needs to make that tag to Billy Travis. Koko Ware, Norvell Austin. Total charge as a pressure point being worked over. Elbow is missed, and Talltrees coming up in the air is caught. Koko just waited for him to make that, getting ready for that flying press on him, and he just caught him coming down out of midair with both feet. Look at Talltrees go. Gets away and makes the tag on Travis. Billy coming in fresh. This guy's a pretty good scrapper, too, I'll tell you. Koko puts Talltrees over the top rope. Travis climbs up on the rope. From behind, it's Koko nailing in the small of the back. Billy Travis. Norvell drops with an elbow as Travis was waiting for a backdrop, and once again, PYT in control. The knee. Tag. Power slam by Norvell. Uh-oh. Could be it. Yep, he's going for the brain buster. Koko holds him straight up and drives him down. That's all. Boy, I can tell you right now, the only thing you hope when you see that is that he hasn't been hurt. There's a tag as Koko walks across him. And they hot dog it around, boogieing around. Count of 1, count of 2, count of 3. They get to pin. 5 minutes and 47 seconds. The official winners, Norvell Austin, Koko Ware. With the brain buster, it was Norvell and Koko coming out victorious. And Keirn about it. All they want to do is
Monday night, the Mid-South Coliseum, 8 o'clock. Do you think the fabulous ones are going to show up? Do you think they're going to...
Don't hold your breath till they don't.
Do you think they're going to bring their belts?
They got the belts up. No. Southern tag title.
You know why? You know why? Because right now, they are watching. They know that they have met their superiors. They have met their greatest challenge ever. And that is in the PYT, Norvell Austin and Koko Ware. And you know what, Russell? I think that in all fairness, in all sportsmanship, that the fabulous ones, and I'm talking about Stephanie and Stan Arena, they should come to the Mid-South Coliseum Monday and just hand these two athletes, these two men, the belt. Exactly.
You can expect them to do that, just like you can expect. All right.
Well, you know Russell,
crank it up, baby.
Ever since we've been here, we've been kicking booty all over the world, baby.
Hey, nobody
you
said
understand
you
that?
weren't tough.
Well, we hadn't found a team yet. Can beat us. Where's the fabulous ones? Y'all the champions. Come on, prove yourself. Show us that you're tough. Because we know that we're tough, baby. That's all that matters to us, Russell. You understand me?
Exactly right, Mr. Lanny Russell. Let me say one thing. We signed against Stan and Steve Monday night at the Coliseum, right? Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. You ever heard of hot nights and cold nights? It's going to be a cold night come Monday night for you fabulous ones because it's time for the PYT to get down and grind, baby. You know what I mean? We've been running roughshod over everybody, but we want the best. And they supposed to be the so-called best. I don't know if they're the best. They got the strap. But that ain't saying too much about them. We bad, baby. Yeah, they bad.
These are scientific athletes. They were attacked last week by the fabulous ones. My men wrestle by the book. We wrestle scientifically. The Fabs came out here, deliberately jumped these two men from behind. You call that sportsmanship? I don't call it sportsmanship.
Hey, that's Jackie Fargo punks. That's all they are.
Who is he? Who is he?
Oh, get off on that.
Lanny Russell, they through. Come Monday night, they through.
Fine, that's what it's all
I know we're out of time, baby, but most of all, the fabulous ones, they're out of time. So, baby, we're going to keep on smoking, and we won't be joking, darling.
All right. Newman, the maker of Tag Team Champions.
We'll find it out Monday night when you see the Fabs go against the PYT. Hey, listen, I'll be there. You better believe I want to see that match. It's going to be a dandy with Austin and Ware challenging Stan and Steve. Back in a moment.
Yes, sir. We can install your new carburetor for just $280.
Yes, sir. I can slap a rebuilt carb on that old boy for $160.
Now there's a new way to cure your carburetor problems. Bring them to the specialists at Carburetor Clinic. All we do is carburetors. We'll completely rebuild your carburetor with brand new parts for as low as $69.95 while you watch. And our work is guaranteed. Carburetor Clinic, the carburetor specialists.
Come along, please. This is the last discount tour I'll ever take.
Your wish is my command.
Well, I'm thirsty, but on a diet. You can do better than that.
Local champagne?
Hold out, pour me out of the ordinary. I wish my boyfriend could see me now.
Richard Petty talks about his all-time driving headaches.
Daytona 76. That was definitely a goodie. Charlotte 72. That was another goodie. Michigan 84. That was a real goodie. I've won over 200 races, but I've had over 700 headaches. So just take it from me. Goodies gets rid of the pain fast, and that's what counts.
Goody's headache powders and extra strength tablets.
Double cheeseburger, please. Seems like the times keep changing, but now an old-time favorite is back.
Double cheeseburger starts on McDonald's 30th birthday for a limited time.
It's always a good time for the great taste.
Double cheeseburger, please.
A McDonald's.
To celebrate our 30th birthday, McDonald's has a double good deal on our delicious double cheeseburger, just 99 cents at McDonald's.
Group. You know what? Dan and Steve. All I've heard about is the PYT. You know what PYT stands for, Lance?
I'm afraid, Dan.
Let me tell you, PYT was a big hit song about a year or two ago. It stands for Pretty Young Things. Now, apparently those two idiots haven't looked in the mirror lately because they sure ain't pretty. And young, well, Norvell Austin flunked out of third grade in 1956. What was that, Lee? Fame? Let me tell you, guys, the only thing that's going to happen to you Monday night is you're going to get your little butts kicked. Now, I know they're out here looking like two Michael Jackson breakdancers. They got their nice leather coats on, their hair's all oiled up, and they think they look real cool. Well, guys, bring your cool, fool self to the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night, because you two are going to go down.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. They have got a record since they came in here, Steve. These guys haven't been beaten since they got back to
all that makeup on you.
Oh,
You get kissing some girls, ain't you, Lance? All I got to say is, you know, the PYT, since they've been in here, they haven't been able to walk head-to-head with anybody. They've come up from behind every time. Well, let me tell you something, PYT. We were in a lumberjack strap match, and I took a strapping of my life. But every time I got out on your side, I stayed out there. And it was for one reason. It's because I wanted you to strap me as hard as you can and just see what punishment you're going to have to deal out. Now, as for coming for the Southern titles, we are the Southern Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. We are in Memphis, Tennessee right now. We are going to stay in Memphis, Tennessee, and we are going to remain the Southern Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Now, if you want to come out and face us head-to-head, we'll be glad to take you on anytime, face-to-face. But all this back jumping and all these guys you've been attacking and all these things where you hooking that head Koko Ware, you're sticking them straight up in the air and you're dropping them down. Woo. You ain't about to drop Stan or Steve on their head, because I tell you what, it takes a man to do that, and Koko Ware is not a man, and neither is Norvell Austin. I know you got a piece of film, too. I'd like to watch that piece of film, and I'd like to show all the people what I'm talking about that weren't in the Memphis Coliseum, a lumberjack strap match against Macho Man and Lanny.
Let's take a look at it right now. This was some of the action from that match. Boy, oh boy.
Snapmare takedown. And Keirn. Hey, we got it officially. We got it officially. Yes, sir. Staying late for 15 minutes. Keirn's been pounded. I've never seen Keirn pounded so much in my life. Now here comes the PYT Express. As Keirn made the tag and Lane came in. We got the PYT, the Pretty Young Thing. We got Savage and Poffo. We got them all. Man, oh man, I cannot believe it. They have the belt. This action, 14:49 seconds. 14:49 seconds. 14:49. 14:49 the time. Sends him in. Man alive, let me tell you something. Keirn and Lane has these belts, and they are flat out killing them, and this has turned in for what has been, in all the years of Mid-South Coliseum and Championship Wrestling history.
Woo! You know what happened when we got our hands on the belt, did you? Take off to the dressing room. Well, Monday night, This is their first opportunity to step in with the Fabs. You know, the PYT have been out trying to make a name for themselves, and they come back empty-handed with their head between their legs, and now they're going to step in with us. All I can say is, if you want to come down to Memphis Coliseum, and if you want to see a fight, you're going to see a fight, because we ain't going to be taking nobody down. As a matter of fact, the Fabs have changed their wrestling style completely, and we're about to show you an example of it.
Oh, I want to see it right now. Fabs heading to the ring. Oh, yeah, Stan and Steve. You better believe they all love them. And with good reason, too. These guys are just dynamite excitement. They get it on in the ring and out of the ring. Look at the crowd. There's something else. Get around to see all the folks. Dan found a leftover, picked that young man up. Heading up, and we're ready to go. The opposition today out of West Memphis, Arkansas, Bill Rose teaming up with his partner, the Spoiler. And they're going against 459 pounds, both from Florida, the Southern Tag champs, Dan Lane and Steve Keirn, the fabulous one. All right. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Rose hops out. Spoiler starts against Stan. Woo! Last Spoiler peeled out of that corner, but good. As his head slammed against the knee. Nice power move by Steve Keirn. Bill Rose takes over. Let me tell you, Rose, pretty good-sized gentleman himself, has his head rattled off that top turnbuckle. And the Fab putting it to. Big opposition today. Fab's given up a little better than 45 pounds total weight. As the Spoiler and Bill Rose coming in close to 500, just under it. Whip into the rope. Double elbow.
I've been watching this. Look at these animals. They're not wrestlers. They're not scientific. Look what they're doing. Nothing but brutal luck. An elbow and a fist. Deliberately hurting the man. That's not wrestling.
That's it. That is a win.
Deserve to be in the ring.
Minute and 32 seconds. Have no ability
whatsoever.
Well, they got the belt.
Is go in there. They brutalize. They hurt. They maim, and that's how they win their matches. That's all they
You got something you want to say to them?
Piece of shit.
Hey! Look out! Newman, you start this stuff. You bring these guys out here jumping every like that. You can't beat them straight in the ring. And maybe now. Boy, I tell you, there is no way to describe the depth these guys are going to stoop to. Dan and Steve caught from behind by a net. Bounced off the floor by Ware and Austin. Get pounded around. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Okay, yeah. We'll take time out. We'll be back in just a minute.
Just $5.95 you can stay all day. 2 new prices, so don't delay. 2 new new prices mean good times for you. See all the shows like the carousel, too. Take on Thrill Free 95 more. Stay all day and let the good times roll. Let the good times roll at Libertyland. Libertyland. Open weekends.
I may not know the secrets of life, but I do know great tasting nuggets.
One can only ponder the universe, but one can certainly know one's nuggets.
You should know. Kentucky Fried Chicken makes chicken nuggets like no one else. With the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. They're so scrumptious, they're the only nuggets you know.
Confucius say nuggets of wisdom are never as tasty as these.
Know your nuggets, we do chicken right.
Soybean growers, chances are Lexone DF pre-emergence weed killer controls your toughest weed problems. Like pigweed, beggarweed, sickle pod, tea-weed, hemp sesbania. Lexone DF, your first line of defense against broadleaf weeds. Only from DuPont.
You'll be the leader of the pack in a Pontiac.
The pack is back to make your dreams come true in a Pontiac Firebird starting at just $88.49. Okay, Firebird's great, but here's the dreamiest Pontiac ever. It's Fiero, and their price starting at just $84.95. It's the Firebird Fiero Festival right now at
Headquarters, Smothers, and courtesy, the Pontiac Pack.
Okay. Let's take a look at the action coming up around the territory. We have still got a match, an expiration of time match coming up, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Out-of-town action tonight, Senatobia, Mississippi. Okay, all you folks down in Senatobia at Northwest Junior College, you know the kind of action you can expect when it comes into your town at 7:30. You can get the Northwest Junior College students will get $1 off on tickets on sale right now at the gym. That's at Senatobia tonight, Sunday, April the 14th. Dandy action coming up tomorrow in Jackson, Tennessee. Now, you can get your tickets at Mid-Continent Hi-Fi. You can also get tickets from 12 to 5 at the box office, and you're going to receive a free 8x10 picture. Plenty of action on the card. I got to tell you, lots of it. You'll see such names as the Fabs, the PYT, Constance Ashley, Macho Man Randy Savage, a bunch. That's tomorrow, Jackson, Tennessee at the Jackson Coliseum. Bell time 8 o'clock. Get your tickets starting at 12 o'clock noon at the Coliseum, my friend. Friday, April the 19th, that's next Friday at Corinth, Mississippi. Always a great crowd down at Corinth, and the action is just as super as can be. Sponsored by the Warrior Boosters Club. Tickets on sale at Lanny Sporting Goods. The ladies' match will be down Corinth, Friday, April the 19th. Also on the 19th, Stuttgart, Arkansas. Big Iron Mike Sharp will be over there. You will also see Constance and Ashley in Stuttgart. Get your tickets at the Sportsman's One Stop, Linkway Furniture and Appliance. That's for Stuttgart, Friday, April the 19th. We're talking now in Palestine, Arkansas, at the high school. 7:30 is the time there. Opportunity for you to pick it up on Saturday, April the 20th. Then on Saturday, April the 26th, or make that a Friday, April the 26th. Sorry, April the 21st, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, 7 o'clock is the time. Fabs will be headlining an all-star cast. Monette, Arkansas, coming on Friday, April the 26th. Championship Wrestling tickets are on sale, by the way, right now. In addition to that, we'll have the opportunity to check in at Jonesboro on April the 27th. Tickets available right now for Jonesboro, April the 27th, Friday, May the 3rd in Greenfield High School. And we've got on May the 3rd also Blytheville, Arkansas, Championship Wrestling coming in. Hohenwald, Tennessee will be on May the 4th. May the 10th will be Brownsville, Tennessee. And on May the 11th, Batesville, Mississippi. All those we'll tell you more about later. Okay, let's get ready to go to the ring. We've got an expiration of time single match. It's going to be interesting. Wrestling out of parts unknown, Mr. Wrestling, and his opponent today, one of the Batten twins out of Charleston, West Virginia. I can't really see whether it's Brad or Mark. Looks like it's Mark. Yeah, Mark Batten going in against Mr. Wrestling. And an expiration of time, referee Jerry Calhoun. Mr. Wrestling is set and ready as he comes out of the corner, going at it. Hogg-a-doo! Championship wrestling with a whale of a crowd here today. I got to tell you, we had a good one. Cover, and Batten kicks his way out. This would be a dandy. You know what I say? I always think, gee, that doesn't sound very nice. When I said a couple of weeks ago how great the wrestling has been, and those of you who haven't been out in a while, I got to tell you, you've been missing it. We saw a match between Mr. Wrestling and Dutch Mantell that was just, we didn't really expect such a great match. Turned out to be a dynamite match. I'm looking with the same new enthusiasm watching this one here as Mr. Wrestling goes behind. Nice takedown. And look at Batten. Good counter to him. They're going at it underneath the ropes, and the referee has to but step in between. And Mr. Wrestling on your right, Mark Batten on the left. Boy, we had fishnets on the floor, commentators on the floor, everything else happened today. What a wild and nutty one. This championship wrestling. One of the great things I guess we've loved over the years that we've been doing it. You get out of bed in the morning, you just never know exactly what's going to happen. Batten with a side headlock on the deck up to the feet now. Mr. Wrestling trying to battle his way out of that one. Looked like he was going to hook him for a moment. He goes down to the leg. Batten trying to counter it, but there's not a whole lot you can do. Picks him up, drives him down. What a move. He had the leg hooked under and drove it, and nothing illegal. I'm telling you, absolutely very, very fine move. I can't say as much for this right here. Mr. Wrestling brings him over there. Slams that leg into the ring post. And the referee coming out to get him back in the ring. Sometimes it's a maneuver like that that is all a wrestler needs. He just needs that one ace up. And, brother, he can go a lot of places with it. Well, he got Batten in trouble, and now he's pouring it on. Goes for the other leg, hooks him, compounds it with a leg as he scissors on it. About 2.5 minutes down as we're in expiration of time, and we've got maybe a couple of minutes at the outside left in action as we're rolling down to the time limit. And Mr. Wrestling has done an excellent job of keeping Mark tied up. Brad over at the side looking. He's not helping his brother, though, to his credit. He's tempted, but he stayed out of it. A couple of fine athletes. Look at the move by Batten. Oh, boy, he took him down for a 1 count. Started to get up, and, boy, his leg just caved away on him, and the opponent, Mr. Wrestling, taking advantage of it, drove over, kicked him in it. And now with a forearm, it's legal, puts him back down, center of the ring. Batten dragging Mr. Wrestling over to the ring post. And the crowd loved to see his leg get racked up, and he did it. He's just returning in kind some of the treatment that he got from Mr. Wrestling. And Mr. Wrestling does a smart thing, and he hops to the floor, gets a little rest on the leg, and now he's back in as the referee is over to count on him. So both of them a little gimpy as Mark Batten returned it in kind, driving down for what looked like a leg dive. He was blocked, but following with a big uppercut, Mr. Wrestling. We're down to about 45 seconds on our time limit, so our time running out. Mr. Wrestling in the air, slips in behind, goes to the rope. Could it be one? No, only got a one count. Mr. Wrestling right up behind him, slams down with a forearm. We're sitting at 15 seconds away. They're tied in the ropes, and Mr. Wrestling trying to hurry to get a pin in. We've only got about 15 seconds of action left. Takes him in the corner. Goes with a forearm, and the referee saying, bring it out of there. Reversal, in he goes. Going for the monkey flip. But our time is going to expire. That's going to be it. Mark never had a chance to follow it up as the time ran out on it, and quite a scrap between Mr. Wrestling and Mark Batten, a dandy, going 5 minutes and 32 seconds. It ends up in a draw as the time has expired. We're going to check it, and we'll be back here in just one moment.
What'll it be, ladies?
7 Up.
You must be from another planet.
What makes you say that?
Well, hasn't everyone on Earth heard that Sprite tastes better than 7 Up?
Sprite.
Yeah, it even won the taste test.
Test?
The one where more people preferred that great Lyman taste?
Sprite. This civilization is more advanced than we thought.
The winning taste that's right.
Watch out. Taco Bell's gonna give you the works.
The works are the new combination platters just made for you. They're really saucy, big and beefy, cheesy, cheesy, crispy, crunchy. When you're getting really hungry, ask for the works.
Each for about $3.
Beanie, go for beanie. Happy, mighty munchy. Absolutely. Very tasty.
Now you're getting really hungry.
Ask for the works.
Oh, yeah.
Ask for the works. Ask for the works.
Acres and acres of double-crop soybeans are coming up clean year after year because no-till farmers are moving away from a paraquat tank mix to Bronco herbicide. Bronco controls both emerged and unemerged weeds, roots and all. Even tough weeds like fall panicum and smartweed won't grow back. If you want to see your double-crop beans come up clean, take your stand against tough weeds with Bronco.
For a limited time, Mid-South, your GMC truck team brings you the Great American Truck in red, white, and blue. Special striping and logo, and its own Great American Options package at a great American price. So come on and show your true colors in a full-size GMC pickup or a GMC Jimmy. It's the Great American Truck, only at Foster, Mary, Pryor, Hudson Rook, and General Truck. Your GMC truck team, son.
Like we said, kind of a wild and woolly day here of action. We had it all going in there, and the last part of it was just a very typical example of the stuff that Newman is getting guys to do. Fabulous ones come out of the ring, and they're out tired of hearing Newman put them down. Look, sneaking out with a big net in hand, Austin and Koko Ware, dropping it over the Fabulous ones, proceed to pound on them, beat on them, and get their cheap shot in at them. Well, let me tell you, I hope they enjoyed it, because come Monday, there won't be any sneaking up with a net behind them Monday night at the Coliseum. They're going to be facing them straight across the ring, and more than that, the titles are going to be at stake. That's going to be all in all a dandy card. 7 full matches, regular prices, kids 10 and under, admitted to general admission for just $1. Billy Travis starts it out against David Haskins. Brad Batten will be going against the international playboy Bobby Colt. Mark Batten will be facing Lanny Poffo. in what will be an excellent bout. First tag match will have Mr. Wrestling and J.R. Hogg going against Steve Constance and Tim Ashley. Single match will then put Jerry Oske and Iron Mike Sharp. Boy, I want to see that one. And following that, we talked to the world champ, Nick Bockwinkel, who is an international champion everywhere. He'll be down here to go against Randy Macho Man Savage. I tell you the honest truth, I'm sure I'm going to be pulling for Bockwinkel secretly in that one. And then following that, a Southern Tag Team Championship title match. What a dandy, with the fabulous ones going against the PYT. The Fabs were right. They have jumped everybody that they've been in there against of any consequence, early or something. The Fabs will be ready for that, and you can expect one whale of a bout Monday night, 8 o'clock, Fabs and the PYT for the titles on the line. Okay, in reviewing the action today, Savage was a winner over David Haskins. He jumped him early, as you might expect. Constance and Ashley, the victor in their match with the Invader and J.R. Hogg. It was Lanny Poffo, victorious over Tracy Smothers, Bobby Colt in his debut, winning his match, and over Jim Jamison, and the Fabs came out victorious. That, my friend, I believe is just about it. We have been looking at some outstanding championship wrestling. Brother Dave will be back here with us next week. And